Who are these body shamers? Can you say something about them? Who do you think they are? I mean, what do you think goes on through their minds?
I have this phrase that I usually tell anyone that I encounter. Hurting people hurt people. Basically, counseling, I feel body shaming is more, the treatment is more of an inside job, because no matter what the world tells you out there, if you're not ready to accept yourself, it will not work. So a lot of self-love, positivity. I feel like right now we have a lot to our advantage because social media can be bad, but it has a lot of good out there.
Yes.
Follow people who empower you. Expose yourself to content that enriches you and makes you feel like the best self you could ever be. Because counseling works, but it has a lot of inner job in there.
So you've said social media is a double-edged sword, eh?
Yes.
It can work well, and it can also be a danger. So can you tell us if you've had any support system that have cushioned you from the effects of body shaming?
I actually feel the support system that I got came from the online community that I created. My family still is struggling with the whole body shaming thing because it's something that they're used to. I hear them body shaming me, and at times I get defensive. The normal human reaction to an attack. I defend myself by returning whatever they've told me. So back to the question you asked me, the support system that I have basically comes online, because every time I feel like, oh, I don't look good, I go and look at the documentation we did, because we were able to have a reach of 20,000 people online. It was remarkable. For Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, we were able to connect with 800 people in 10 counties, Kaleche. You can imagine if all these people were there to not, they came there because they felt like they could relate to the agenda we were tabling. And all of us were either going through the same situation or we wanted to be a part of the solution here.
Who are these body shamers? Can you say something about them? Who do you think they are? I mean, what do you think goes on through their minds?
I have this phrase that I usually tell anyone that I encounter. Hurting people hurt people. Because, let me take for example, when you meet a dog who has a thorn at its paw, it will definitely be in pain and it will be very irritable. You dare come close to it, it will attack you. Whether you meant good or you meant harm, it will attack you. And that is the same thing that happens to human beings. Sorry to compare human beings and animals, but I feel like I can closely relate to it. Because when somebody body shamed me, it hurts me. What do you think I would do about the situation? I'd attack you. So it's like I come from a point of hurt and pain, and I want to bring it to somebody else so that I'm not the only one feeling this. We have to be in this together. So I feel body shamers are people who are hurt, broken, bitter, and they need to go through personal healing. Yes.
Okay, wow, that's very interesting. Now, between men and women, who do you think is body shamed more, and why?
That's a really controversial question, because I've interacted both with men and women, and I feel women suffer through this more because we get body shamed by women, we get body shamed by men. So it's out there. Essentially, it's always out there. But for the case of men, you know, it tends to be like an in thing. They never come out to talk about it, and I really feel like maybe we need to have more conversations on how we can get men involved. I'm not trying to say that the plight of women is greater than the plight of men. We should look at it this way. We as a nation, we need to address this. We have a problem. We need to have a sit down and devise a solution. As a society, we've been condoning a bad thing, a bad culture. We need to put an end to it.
Could it be that men go through body shaming too, but they are not as vocal as women in saying that they've gone through this and that?
I know, Kalechi, you've had these conversations about mental health because you're in the health sector and all that.
Yes.
So women tend to be vocal about whatever they're going through. Men have been conditioned to put it all in because apparently speaking up is a bad thing in this
in the African society. Yes, yeah.
So I feel, like I said, we need to encourage more men to speak up about it because we won't know what they're going through. And
they talk. So do you think there's a delicate balance between promoting fitness and body positivity? Where does the line towards having body positivity end, and where does the concern for somebody having a healthy body or a fit body start?
I believe that's a very controversial question because I've had personal debates within myself and with other people who are like, we're trying to advocate for people to love themselves, but we can also not overlook the fact that people need to stay fit because if we tell an obese woman to love yourself and tell them to accept that condition, because we know obesity can actually kill and cause a lot of related conditions. So as much as we're promoting body positivity, we also need to tell people that the best way of positivity is by ensuring you love your body. If you love your body is your home. You need to treat it the way you treat your external surroundings. So if you feel like you love this body, take care of this body, ensure it is at its best. Because when your body is working at its best, it delivers beyond expectations. And I feel like most of us do not even understand what our body is capable of doing because we are caging ourselves. At times we tend to get scared because we're like, going to the gym is tiring, there's a lot of pain, but we don't look at how it translates to our overall health. So fitness is something that we cannot overlook here.
So that's a very delicate. You don't want to make them feel bad about themselves, but you also are a bit concerned about their fitness. And then there's also something they say, being slim does not mean one is healthy also. So it's also on the other side of the spectrum. Since you've grown up with body shaming, it's like it's been a long thing. Do you think there's an increase in body shaming now than there was back then? And why would you attribute this increase if there is an increase?
I feel right now we're getting to know our society better because of social media. The internet has has exposed us for what we truly are. Because a while back, we could only hear from the people around us. But if you can share a photo of yourself and get like an entire nation body shaming you, it shows you there is a problem. So I feel time could not be an issue as such. It's just that we have a media now that is exposing how rotten we are. So social media is playing a huge part in the body shaming, the spread of body shaming. Now, when I was doing a research for this interview, I came across quite a number of articles, but two piqued my mind. And I'll just read a little. It's from the Quartz Online magazine, and there was a small title in between the paragraphs that said, "Skinny shaming and fat shaming of women masks the often forgotten issue of thin privilege." That's one of them. Another one in Yahoo News said, "Skinny shaming, that is, can lead to serious mental health consequences, including lower self-esteem. But they warn against comparing it to fat shaming, calling it a dangerous conflation." So, in light of those two excerpts, please comment, do you think that fat shaming and skinny shaming are the same? As you're commenting about those two excerpts. I feel the two things are kind of related. The side effect is the same. We have women who have low self-esteem, low self-worth and whatnot. But those two are really different. Let me just talk about skinny shaming. That article wasn't from a consumer approach, or like the research wasn't done in an African context. It was meant for the European context, where there is the thin privilege in their country.
Yes.
But in our country, we have something totally different.
Yes.
We are seeing the ideal woman here is somebody who is curvaceous.
Yes, yes,
and
yes.
if you do not fit this description,
you don't fit the bill of a good-looking person. So now, what would be your parting shot? What can you tell people who have been body shamed like you first, the people who have body shamed them, and just society, anybody about this as a parting shot, and if there's anything else you'd like to add?
So Kalechi, I feel people need to take responsibility for their own well-being, because as much as we have online resources, the best resources that we have are those that are inside us. So as a woman or as a man, if you're going through body shaming, know that it is within your power to put an end to it and change the narrative. Because when you are in a space where people are body shaming somebody and you're supporting it, it means that you're being complacent to whatever is happening. So we need to take initiative and break the cycle, and we have the power of bringing body shaming to an end.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Well, viewers, you've heard it from Ashley, who turned her body shaming experience from lemons into lemonades. For more about her and the work she's doing in the Body Perfect campaign, get the details in the description box. I will also leave the links of her social media handles in the description box. Well, if you've liked this video, please don't forget to hit the subscription button and the notification button so that you can be alerted on when we have a new video. You can also like this video and share it, and also comment down below so that we can know what videos to bring you in future. Until next time, it's bye-bye from us.
I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah. You know I'm always honest, there ain't no way I'm ever stopping. I won't quit, keep going till I got it. I won't give up till I'm on top, yeah.